What's up, guys? So today I decided I would do something a little bit different to normal. I have seen other YouTubers that will sit down and play a game while they talk about what's on their mind recently. And I've seen Redeemed Zoomer specifically. He plays Minecraft and builds stuff while talking about Christianity, and I think it's really cool. So I decided, why not? Can I do that if he does it? So I'm playing Hearthstone here. I'm playing the Warlock class with undead and demons and stuff like that, and a bunch of fundamentalists, Christians, would probably watch this and be like, why are you playing such demonic games? And that's actually my point with this whole thing. I'm about to lose, aren't I? Um, my point with this whole thing is that how Christians interact with media, specifically like fundamentalist parents or parents that want their children to be brought up in their faith and stuff like that. And so they don't want them to be exposed to anything potentially demonic. And you know what? I understand it to an extent, but sometimes the things they do is completely like out of line and out of pocket. There's no reason to even do it in the first place. Um, an example that I can think of is the Harry Potter series and the author. I remember reading that when she was writing the series, she was being condemned by the church and things like that for being quote unquote demonic and promoting stuff that was anti-Christian in her writings and just promoting magic, right? Even though she was just trying to write a story, and she said herself that she was actually a practicing Catholic around that time. I don't know if she actually is still, because it was like more than 20 years ago when she started writing this stuff, right? But now I do know that she's on this whole anti-trans campaign, which I completely support, by the way, because she says completely reasonable things like trans women aren't women and things like that. And I think that all those people who condemned her before are now like celebrating that she is on their side, which I think is kind of dumb. Like, you should have never condemned her in the first place because she was just trying to write a story. The way people interact, this is my whole point with this, is the way people interact with this type of stuff is to just condemn anything that might have any semblance of fantasy. It's like, oh, anything other than the Bible, you can't read that. You can't do that. And obviously, I'm playing a game right now where this guy will not take his turn, bro. I hate ropers. Anyway, you can clearly see that this game is not rotting my brain. I talk about very complex faith-based stuff, theology things that I don't even think most average Christians would know. Not to like brag or anything, but that's just like what I do. And clearly I play games like this, and it's not doing me any harm, because if somebody is raised in the faith properly and is taught things, given a good foundation for their faith, and this goes for like any faith, honestly. If they're given a good foundation, there should be no reason why they would leave, and why reading a story or playing a game like this would rot their brain and make it so that they start worshiping Satan or whatever. I'm going to say something, and it's going to be super offensive to my own community this time. I mean, I always say things that are going to offend people, but this time it's like my own community. If you are afraid that your child is going to turn satanic and demonic because of reading a book or playing a game like this, then you are not doing a good job of raising them in the faith. You did not give them a solid foundation, And you should probably work on that if you really genuinely believe that that will happen. Because it won't happen. And if you think that will happen, I mean, again, just look at me. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm giving a talk about this. Because the only thing that this does, at the end of the day, is just make your child resentful. They're like, oh, well, other people get to read this stuff. Why not? Why I don't get to do it? It's just a story. There's nothing wrong with it. Because it's true. Like, there is nothing wrong with it. Sometimes, even those stories that they claim are so demonic and bad actually have Christian themes. I don't think they realize that, though. Like, The Lord of the Rings or Chronicles of Narnia is some examples that I can give. Oh man, it'd be really funny if I saw somebody call the Chronicles of Narnia satanic, considering that the author of that series actually went on to write a bunch of Christian apologetics novels and novels of that nature. And even in that series, he went on record to state that there was supposed to be Christian symbolism in there on purpose. Because sometimes people would do that on accident, but these guys did it. He did it on purpose, and even Tolkien, I think, did it as well. So sometimes those stories actually have good Christian themes, but they get overshadowed by, oh no, fantasy creatures, oh no, magic, oh no, they're gonna worship the devil, which is not true. But of course, people will think that. And he even did a thing in his novel about atheists, because I think there was a scene where, like, at the end where there was this battle and the dwarves refused to acknowledge that any of their sensory inputs were, like, valid, and they thought they were living in an illusion even though they weren't. And that was like a commentary on atheists and how they act towards God, and a very valid one at that, by the way, because they totally do that. But yeah, I just think that the attitude towards, like, media, now I completely understand it, because if they're trying to promote sexual stuff, I mean, the types of things that are in children's libraries right now, not good, okay? But stories like that contain just, like, fantasy elements and things like that, there's nothing wrong with them. There's no need to get all salty and angry and start trying to book ban. Only do that when it's actually worth doing. That's basically what I have to say about this whole, like, thing. This is completely unstructured. This is me talking over gameplay, but I hope it got its message across. I'm still in the same match, and I'm still haven't succeeded yet, bro. This is so dumb, bro. Okay. I think I can end it here now. Again, I apologize for the lack of structure and all that, but this is a new format for me. If I do this again, let me know if you guys like stuff like this, because if you do, then I'll do it again, and you know, I'll make it more structured next time. This is just like my raw takes. And with that being said, everybody, I kind of want to win before I end this, though, just to show you guys that I don't suck at this game. Let's see. Yes, okay. We're gonna win. We're good. We're good. Anyways, let me know if you guys like this type of video, and I will see you guys in the next one. I basically won anyway. This guy has 3 health left. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys. Peace.